Well, folks, it's officially official.
It's official. I am now licensed!
Gypsy Rose has filed for divorce from Ryan Anderson. And I gotta admit, even though I called all of this stuff out and had a feeling this would happen, watching it play out has been kind of crazy. And seeing that she actually filed for divorce, this makes this whole situation a little more real. I was thinking in the back of my mind, I saw some of you in the comments thinking the same thing, that there was a possibility that she would get back with Ryan. When I'm looking at all the drama that's in her life right now, there's a question in my mind, like, is some of this stuff fake? Like, are these fabricated storylines and agreements between people to create drama that will make interesting television? Because we know they're filming a reality show as all of this stuff is going on. But seeing that she filed for divorce, that lets you know that this is real. And even though this all looks like a over-dramatic freaking soap opera, this is Gypsy's life. This is the chaos that she has invited into her life. If I was someone like Gypsy, I would want nothing more than peace right now. I would want to be at peace, but that's not what Gypsy wants. Gypsy chose this lifestyle. Gypsy chose to divorce her husband instead of trying to live a quiet life and do what she claimed she wanted to do. She chose to divorce her husband and now go gallivanting around with her ex, doing whatever she can for attention. And she's going to become more and more desperate as this situation draws out. And behind the scenes, Gypsy and her little friend, who I think is really just Gypsy as well, they're starting to push the goalpost. You see TMZ and different tabloids and news outlets, they claim that they're talking to a source close to Gypsy that's giving them information. I can almost guarantee you that that source is Gypsy. We know that Gypsy sold TMZ photos of her after her plastic surgery. And Gypsy Rose is not some big celebrity. Now, sometimes TMZ or other news outlets, they'll have sources close to celebrities because celebrities are surrounded by literally sometimes hundreds of people. From publicists, makeup artists, your hairstylist, your butler, your chef, your bodyguard, your assistant. You know, sometimes the tabloids are able to contact people close to a celebrity and get little information. When it comes to Gypsy Rose, she's not surrounded by a whole staff of people. It's just Gypsy. So when they say sources close to Gypsy Rose reveal this, I'm pretty sure they're just talking to Gypsy, okay? Because we know they're directly linked together, selling photos and what have you. So her initial reason for breakup was, he felt like he was a little controlling and jealous about me hanging out with my family, and I want to spread my wings and live my life and find out who I am. I want to go soul searching. We know that was some BS. I explained why in prior videos. And then it changed to, Ryan yelled at me and all this stuff, because she had to change her story because of the backlash. Any person with common decency can look at the current situation and be turned off by it. Oh, you split up with your ex-husband and you're with a different dude the next day getting matching tattoos, doing Lord knows what, right? So that's just a bad look. And surprisingly enough, most of the people on the internet agreed. Even though we live in this society of straight heathens, most people agreed that this was not a good look. So Gypsy was getting backlash for it, like she usually does when she does something stupid, like she's been doing a lot lately. Well, after the backlash, she changed it to, Ryan yelled at me when I was in the bathroom and all this other stuff. Yeah, trying to play herself, trying to portray herself as the victim. Now, Ryan yelling at her while she was in the bathroom, that wasn't good enough for the general public. Especially after we see her walking around with her ex hand in hand. No one cares if Ryan yelled at you in the bathroom. You probably deserved it, and he's probably yelling at you because you're locked up in the bathroom texting other dudes, coming up with plans to get husky tattoos and to blow them and do whatever. So, now the goalpost has gone, it's been pushed even further. Because that excuse didn't work either. So now her new excuse is, oh, I was afraid Ryan was going to hit me and do this. Now, as I've said in prior videos, I'm not here necessarily to defend Ryan. I don't know what was going on behind closed doors. All I know is she had an opportunity to state this as the reason why she left Ryan from day one, but she didn't. She changed her narrative over time. It's like she put something out there. She gauges the social media reaction. If it's a good reaction, I'm going to go with it. If it's bad, we're going to change the story, right? But I don't know if she has like a PR team or anything working for her, so it's all Gypsy crafting these different narratives, and all of them look like BS. And, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not here to defend Ryan. But I don't necessarily believe that Ryan was about to hit her and all of this other nonsense. I think that she's playing the victim. I think that she's obviously the guilty party. Now, if this was a situation where after the days, the days after she announced the split, that we saw Gypsy out with family, or we didn't see Gypsy at all because she was at home with family, people would feel a different way. But ever since she announced the split, every single day there's new photos. This girl ain't spending no time with her daddy or her stepmom or whoever the hell else she claims is her family. This woman is out here with some dude, Ken, every day. We're going on dates. We're going to the grocery store. Oh, we have a perfect car right here. We have a home. You have a hotel. You have an Airbnb, whatever. But we're going to purposely post up outside of every store we go to, and we're going to smoke a cigarette. Here's Gypsy Rose. Oh, look, we need to smoke a cigarette outside of the Piggly Wiggly. We need to smoke a cigarette outside of the Dollar General. We need to smoke a cigarette outside of here, because she wants people to take photos of her and Ken. And when you're dealing with someone like Gypsy, or when you're dealing with someone that's trying to be famous just in general, in today's day and age, you have to understand that how can I put it? People who are trying to be social media influencers and be famous these days, they understand that negative attention is just as good as good attention. I mean, of course, you want to read your comment sections and everyone praising you. But if you read your comment sections and everyone's trashing you, it's the same thing. As long as you get that engagement, the money rolls in, the attention rolls in. So someone like Gypsy, I don't think that she is, she knows fully well what the reaction would be when people see her out with another dude the day after she announces her split. She doesn't care about the reaction. In fact, she goes out of her way to make sure that everyone sees, because that reaction is what she wants. It doesn't matter if it's people saying, oh, this is trashy, as long as people are talking about her and looking at her. That's what she wants. So, as I was saying, she's pushing the goalposts, claiming now, oh, it looked like Ryan was going to hit me. If I was Ryan, I would go ahead and get my lawyer ready. You may have some defamation cases on your, you may have a good argument here. Let's just say that. Because I don't think Gypsy's going to stop here. Gypsy's going to go further and further with demonizing Ryan like he's this bad dude, and maybe he is, but at the end of the day, she chose to be with Ryan, and looking at how the situation played out, it's hard for me to view Ryan as the bad guy. Did Ryan yell at Gypsy or something like that and maybe scared her? Probably, but I'm sure he was yelling at her because of what she was doing behind his back, and we all know she was doing things behind his back now, right? So I guess the big question on everyone's mind is like, where do we go from here? And I know that looking at her current situation and how everything has played out since she got out of prison, it's easy to believe that she can't possibly sink any lower than this. But boy, oh boy, I have a feeling that we haven't really seen anything yet. I have a feeling that Gypsy is willing to sink very, very, very low. To the bottom, I mean Ocean Gate, Titanic, submarine low. That's how low Gypsy Rose is willing to go. And she's already showing us this. She's already showed us her true character. She has showed us who she truly is, if you ask me. all of the prison talk about, I'm going to help people with Munchausen, and I'm going to donate to charity, I'm going to do this. All of that flew completely out the window. All of the talk, I'm going to create a family, and I'm going to do this with Ryan, flew out the window. It's all going out the window, all because of Gypsy's actions. You know, it's crazy, because when Gypsy got out of jail, the majority of people were in her corner. I was in her corner. You may not think I was, but I wanted what was best for Gypsy. From the moment she got out of jail, yeah, I called all of this stuff out, but I told you what I think would be best for Gypsy, which is not to try to get famous. Don't try to be this social media influencer. Don't try to be the next Kardashian reality show lady. I'm telling you, I called it out from day one that would not end well, and it's not going well. But Gypsy had everything. Gypsy had the public on her side. All Gypsy had to do was act like a decent human being. For a couple of months. But the reality is, as we've seen, Gypsy Rose was not capable of being a decent human being for just three short months. All it took was 3 short months for this entire facade to unravel. And she could sit here and talk in her squeaky little sweet voice. She is a master manipulator who already has one body under her belt, okay? And that's another thing that we have to remember that. It's easy to get caught up in all the drama that Gypsy has going on, but let's not forget where she came from, okay? But as I was saying, she got out of jail. She had the world at her fingertips. Everyone was on her side. Slowly but surely, though, her true character came out. Every time she sat down and did an interview, every time she appeared on a morning show, every time she went on a podcast, every time she posted something on social media, little tidbits of her character started to show. It's like little rays of sunshine started to poke through the darkness, and we got to see the picture for what it really is. And the picture that I'm looking at right now, it's not a pretty one. And I don't think it's going to get any better. This isn't going to turn from a kindergarten class project to a Picasso, okay? It's not going to do that. We're already at kindergarten finger paint project level, okay, of this picture. And I think it's only going to get worse. But for now, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, if you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so via CashApp or Super Thanks, or for free. You can help the channel by subscribing, liking the video, sharing the video, ringing the notification bell, and all of that good stuff. But with that being said, I'll talk to all of you very soon in the next one.